Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Hey there, Gemini, and welcome now to Wednesday. Well, for the twins, I am predicting that it'll probably be a partly cloudy day with a chance of some vulnerability regarding your self-esteem or some perhaps worries about money. Let me explain. Today, the moon is in direct opposition to the sun, and for Geminis, your emotional life is actually touring the house of Taurus, which means emotionally, your heart is tied to values. That's what Taurus's rule, or our value system, and that it is as crude as money and as high moraled as literal values and morals. So there's a whole spectrum there. Emotionally, your heart is in that spectrum, so that just means that you're kind of very aware of your current value system. That's what I find when the moon is in the second. We're very aware emotionally of how we're being valued, and we notice right off the bat when people don't treat us with good value. We also notice when we get cheated at the cash register. You just emotionally are in tune with value systems and creation. That's what the moon and Taurus do, or the house of Taurus. Now, what's interesting is the moon is in opposition of the sun today, which happens once a month every month, but not always in such a vulnerable position for you. The sun, don't forget, is in Capricorn, and for this month, this 30 days, it's actually touring the house of Scorpio, or the house of intimacy and death for you. So on a spiritual level, you're doing a lot of exploration about how you feel about intimacy, and this is a natural progress. We've been talking about this ever since you made a big awareness in the last 30 days with long-term relationships and how you want to stand in long-term relationships. And obviously the next chapter is quite clear. Now that we know what we want in marriage, what do we want in deep intimacy? This is also a time when people tend to mourn people who have passed, and also a time where people literally deal with the loss of something that they really cherish, because the 8th house is really the house of loss. We lose ourselves in intimacy, for instance. So today there's some sort of opposition. So what I'm getting at, between this spiritual side of you that's exploring intimacy and loss, and your emotional side that wants gain. So you might find a little tension there, and it might make you a bit irritable. Just realize it's a momentary opposition. It only lasts for about one day. And at the end of the day, the real spiritual work really is with you dealing with the loss side, the death, the intimacy, and losing yourself physically. All right, Gemini, that's all I have for today. See you tomorrow with more soul horoscopes. Live, love, be.
Soul